Brother Jason has lived and breathed basketball for as long as I can remember. When he was in middle school, he used to wake up, practice, go to school, practice, eat dinner, practice, go to bed, and do it all over again the next day, 7 days a week. He started reaching the peak of his career in 8th grade. Jason was on 2 different travel teams as well as his school team and was named MVP in so many tournaments during that season. Towards the end of his season, he had about 3 or 4 different high schools recruiting him, asking him to be on varsity as a freshman. And I've never been so proud of him. He worked so hard in middle school to be able to play on varsity and and still was striving to reach his dreams. He wants to be the best basketball player possible because he wants to eventually play in college and then, of course, hopefully make it to the NBA. He started on varsity as a freshman and had an amazing season. But the start of his 10th grade season, during one of the first games, the center went up for a rebound, and on his way back down, his elbow plowed through my brother's nose. We rushed my brother to the emergency room, and the doctor x-rayed him, looked at his nose, and said, "You have a really bad break in the septum of your nose. But you can hold off on having surgery because your air passageways are fine," meaning you can breathe, you'll be able to, continue playing in the game and stuff. It's just that you can hold off to have surgery if you want to continue on with the season. And of course, my brother, not wanting to even miss a practice or game, said, "Yes, I'm definitely going to wait on having surgery." Well, a couple weeks went by, and my brother was still in terrible pain. And most importantly, we noticed that he was having trouble breathing. He would run up and down the court only once and be gasping for air. He would look like he was choking while on the court. And for the first time in his whole basketball career, Jason had to pull himself out of a game because it was so hard for him to breathe. We immediately took him back to the doctors, and after 2 different surgeries, they found that his left side of his nose was 98% occluded, meaning he wasn't getting even close to the amount of oxygen you need for your body to fully function properly. And this was heartbreaking to hear from my brother. He was scared that he would never be able to play again. He was scared that he would never be able to breathe properly again. But luckily, we found a really good surgeon who was just recently able to reconstruct his nose with salvageable cartilage. It's been 3 weeks now, and my brother, after 2 very long months, is able to breathe again. Doctors say he'll be able to play basketball and practice again, probably after a month or so, and probably after a year and a half, his nose will finally be completely back to normal. I've seen my brother be such a passionate basketball player, and I've seen him put all of his time and energy into being the best he can be. So watching him be injured like this and be confused and scared for this, and then seeing him still so passionate and so driven to getting better after his recovery is so honorable. He's gotten through the hardest of times, and he's still the best, most driven basketball player I've ever known, and I'm so proud of him.